Annie Wen from Popcorn Movies Taiwan.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Johannes.
How are
nice
you?
to meet you. Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Annie. How are you?
Good. How are you? Hi, Kaya. Congratulations on the baby. You must be super excited and exhausted at the same time.
I'm very excited. This is less exhausting than when we shot the movie. This is the good part.
Hello? What's your name?
That'll happen here.
不要怀疑，这真的是惊悚恐怖片。虽然对米拉乔瓦维奇版本还记忆犹新的观众可能会大喊哇哩嘞，但《恶灵古堡首部曲》拉昆市既然是重启，在电玩迷导演的参与下，绝对要忠于当年下的玩家皮皮擦最原汁原味的恐怖。
I must confess that I screamed a lot during screening. I hate you for that. You grew up playing old game and heard that you got your life scared out of you playing the first game. What happened?
Yes, I grew up playing Resident Evil 1 and 2. I think I was about 8 years old when I was sitting in my basement in the dark playing Resident Evil, and the dogs jumped through the window, and it just scared the hell out of me.
Was it a what?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What were the three most important elements to a successful horror movie like this, but different from other horror movies?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, on one level, you have to. I mean, you have to scare people. That it's not just jumps. You have to really believe in the characters, and it was very. It's a tricky thing, especially with so many characters in this kind of ensemble world that Resident Evil is, like that we did with the movie, where we had all the different characters. You needed to like believe in them and believe in the world, and then suddenly you got very scared for them and for what was going to happen. The biggest thing that really helped me on this was my sort of guiding star on this was the remake of the second game, which was so I found so beautiful and so terrifying, and it was all about tone and atmosphere of dread and terror that puts people on the edge at all times. Just scare them. Just scare them as often as you can. Make them jump, make them scream, make them enjoy. You know, it's a very communal experience. You should be like, a whole audience should be like getting up and screaming, you know.
Watch out! What was your first reaction when you got this role, and what was the first thing you did after learning that news?
I was really excited. I was sent the script in 2019, and I knew the director through another director that I'd worked with, and we got talking, and he explained to me what he wanted to do with this version of the movies, and how he wanted to take it more in a horror direction, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really interesting, and so I said yes. And the first thing I did was I started researching the games, because I'd never actually played them myself before. So the first thing I did was buy a PlayStation and buy a copy of the game and sit there terrified while I tried to play it.
I got off the Zoom meeting with Johannes Roberts, the director, and we spoke for about an hour, and we just geeked out about, you know, the games and his version of the movie and the tone and the Easter eggs and everything. And at the end of the call, he said, "Okay, well, I'd love to make this movie with you, so I'll see you soon." And he hung up, and I was like, I think I got this. And I walked out, and my wife was standing there. I was like, I think I'm the guy. I think I'm doing Resident Evil. And she was like, "Oh my God," and ran over and gave me a big hug. And it was just a total childhood dream come true for me. And it totally delivered. The whole experience, top to bottom, was an absolute blast.
I'm a massive gamer, so and massive fan of the franchise. I was super excited to take over the reins of the franchise, but it was one of those sort of weird things where it was like, okay, let's do it. And then for a while we all sat around and went, but what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to take this forward? I think for a while we knew what we wanted to reboot the franchise, and they very much knew that they wanted to make it scary because they hired a guy that loves making scary stuff. But for a while we didn't quite know how to do it, but it was great when it all kind of came together. It's like, yeah, let's really just get in and do the games.
How was the first costume fitting? It must be a fan moment too, right?
Oh yeah, that was one of the first memories, or like big memories, was trying to find, you know, the right flak jacket or bulletproof vest to match from the movies or from the games. And, you know, they had the green Vietnam flak jacket, and we tried it on, and I was just like, you know, it's perfect. Like, it's just like out of the games. They sent pictures to Capcom, and Capcom sent a note back, no notes. It's perfect. He looks like Chris Redfield.
So did you steal one of those things back home after shooting?
I wish. Hopefully we get a sequel so I can steal one next time.
I know you can help us sending pictures of the set to some of your gamer friends, right?
Yeah, I put. I shouldn't tell you this because I'm sure I was not allowed to, but there were two of my buddies who are just diehard fans, but are also, you know, two of my best friends who are super trustworthy. So they were the only two people besides my wife that I sent any pictures to, and they, like, the whole way along the shoot, they just couldn't believe how cool all these things were. The sets, the props, the Easter eggs, they were like, oh man, you guys are doing it right.
Did you start training and calling your inner Linda Hamilton right away?